So you know how solar panels are getting more and more popular the more, people buy them, obviously? Bad intro, but besides the point. Yeah, people are buying more and more solar panels, and I'm gonna catch up onto that trend. Because I recently bought this 20,000 milliamp hour power bank. Two of them actually, but I'm gonna use one to replace my current power bank, and I'm gonna use my current power bank to be part of this. Switching to solar panel, well, switching some of my devices to solar panels. Not that light, but I have another light that does run on USB, and I'll run it off of this power bank, and this one, both connected to solar panel. Now the solar panel in question is actually almost half the price of this, a little more than half the price of this. The solar panel is 30 watts, it's about, say big, sort of like this sort of big, and it has 30 watts of max power. So my plan is to combine both of these into one sort of battery and use them that way. So basically, let's do an unboxing of it first before I explain more. So this is the Xiaomi Redmi 18 watt fast charge power bank with 20,000 milliamp hours of battery. Really have a razor here to open this up. Sharp. Nice. Anyways, I quite like the packaging, honestly, on this. It's a nice stylish red on the outside, and you just pull out the actual power bank itself. Got your manual on here. Who needs a manual? It's a power bank. It's not that hard to use. You do get a free charger included, and the power bank itself. Duh. Here's the charger. It is not USB-C, and I feel disappointed. It is a micro USB cable, very flat, that looks like this. It does not look like anything special, but the good part is it's short, so the resistance should be low, hopefully. Basically, I'm gonna be using one normal USB-C charger for this power bank, which is going to be the main power bank, that then charges via this slower micro USB charger into this power bank, sort of like a backup per se. So we got a total battery capacity, theoretically at least, of 40,000 milliamp hours, which should absolutely be enough to keep a light running and charging this phone and some other devices. Now this power bank is just as expected, the same as this, except, it's newer, so it's quite mint condition compared to this. Actually, it looks different for some reason on camera. Let me just turn off this light. Do we even need that light? I guess, yeah, kind of. Yeah, we can do without it, but the difference is obvious. This one somehow is darker than this one, which makes no sense, but it could just be perspective or my phone being a phone. And it's definitely my phone being a phone. How I'll tell these apart? Funny little McDonald's Happy Meal sticker. Plus this one doesn't have a bunch of scratches on it, and this one does. So, how I'm going to do it is, this one will have a light, it'll have one of my lights connected to it via USB, and the other port will have the charger that came included, charging the other one. Just like that. Oh, this one's basically dead and this one's basically full. So that's how it's gonna work. At night, when there's little power from the solar panel, it'll basically not be able to charge this anymore. So all the power that's in here will go over to here, and that's pretty much how the system will work. It's a very simplified system. It doesn't really involve a lot of brain power to do it. It's just, I'm not studying electrical engineering, I'm studying hardware, and this is sort of like it, except electronics, electricity, not really the person to be tinkering with electricity, but this is a start, right? This is somewhere you can start on your own even. Probably don't need 2 of them at once, because 20,000 plus 20,000 is a bit overkill in my opinion, but it'll definitely be useful for you to use up less power, you know, by charging. Like, the downside of me doing this is I won't have my 25 watt charger anymore. You know, I won't be able to charge my phone at 25 watts, which will suck. Slower charging, you know. What's the charging rate? Hold on. Turn on the light. LED. Let me check. The single port USB-A is 5.1 volts times 2.4. Ah, okay. 18 watts output. That's not bad. 18 watts output. That's almost the same speed. That's through USB-A. That's actually good enough. Yeah, that's good. Okay, yeah. I'm also planning on buying another more weaker solar panel for the other side of that room, and to charge a different power bank so I can just take on the go with me. It is a much weaker power bank than these two. It's half the power of one of these, plus it's a bit old, like 2 or 3 years old, so it's definitely a lot less than 10,000 milliamp hours now. Definitely like 7,000 or less, I think at least. So yeah, currently we have these two bad boys that are going to run together to give me a theoretical 40,000 milliamp hour battery. So why am I even doing this? I have free electricity. Well, my dad is also interested in this idea. You know, if you want to eventually run this whole house via solar panels and have a bunch of battery backups for at night, or, you know, whenever there's bad weather. Because it's an interesting idea. I really want to try it out. These batteries, however, you see this battery, it says long life. These are practically worthless compared to these batteries. Even if you had enough of these to have the same amount of power, like more power than both of these combined via these 9-volt batteries, these would still end up being worse in the long run. Because, I mean, once you use them up, you can't recharge them. Like, it says it on here, right? Do not disassemble. Do not recharge. You can't recharge these. If you want to recharge a 9-volt, you gotta pay extra at the start, which is actually convenient in the long run. You pay a little extra on the start, and then you can use them for longer than a normal one that you just toss away and buy a new one. Better for the environment, better for you, and better for, like, in general. Like, seriously, better for your wallet, better for you, better for the environment. It's convenient in the long run. So this is how it will work. This one will connect it here, and the USB-C will connect it to the solar panel, and we should be good. You know? Let me show you the light I'm gonna use. This one has 1 piece of battery left. Let me just show you. Let me show you Mikey. Let me show you Michael. 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 Oh my God, Michael. Whoa. Michael. Here it is. This is the light I'm going to be using instead of this big bright one. Because seriously, at night you don't need super bright lights. Usually. Unless, I don't know, you're taking photos or videos. And boom. This is the light. Where's white? Because the brightest. That should be it. Yeah. So it's not that bright, to be fair, but it is running off of USB, and the light source is actually on top of here. It's actually really impressive how they hid the wiring, except for this one. Like, the wiring for down here going up here, because the lights, I think at least, are up here, and so is the touch. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I see it. Wow! It comes from here in the middle and goes up. It's very impressive. But yeah, it's actually pretty bright. It's a little annoying because of the shape, because like the light that comes out is like all squiggly. Yeah, it's all like, it's like waves crossing paths. really weird. Looks really weird, but it does offer you light without needing to plug into power. You know, just convenient. Why is there a random USB on the ground? Oh, that's not USB, that's HDMI. Why do I have an HDMI cord on the ground? But let's not ask questions. But yeah, this is how the system should work. 2 power banks, a light source. Turn it off for now. And pretty simple. Let's actually unplug it for now. You know, before the solar panel arrives. So don't... What the f... Huh? Okay then, cool. So let's actually unplug it for now. So don't completely use up this power bank, which is already like at 1 bar. Well, this one is like 3.5 maybe. So yeah, let's just put them on the windowsill, and I guess we're gonna have to wait for a while for the solar panels to arrive. That is the only problem. The 30-watt solar panel, theoretically, at least this is what it said on the website, you know, on AliExpress. It'll arrive in late September or after September. Let's hope it'll arrive sooner, like most products I order do. Ow. Okay. So, another thing I want to talk about batteries. Don't put them in the sun, Mikey. So basically, what I'm going to do is, we're going to have the solar panel in the sun as much as possible, you know. I'm going to have to like hang it on my roof somehow. I don't know how to do that. I'm going to try and figure it out. Oh wait, no. You still get some sunlight, so that means you won't have a constant 30-watt power delivery, you know, during the entire day. But that's fine, because 30 watts minus 18 watts, you know, this is just math. This doesn't include actual, like, electronic stuff, like electricity too much. It's like 30 watts minus 18 watts, that it has 12 watts left over to charge the other power bank. Which means you should be good, just fine. Actually, let me test out if that even works, because if it doesn't, I fucked up. Let's see. Let's plug in the power bank that will send out a charge. Yeah, now it's charging. Now let's plug in the other power bank into that power bank and see if it still charges while delivering out a power. It does! My idea worked! Thank God. That's gonna go a long way, Mike. Okay, good. That means the other power bank is theoretically receiving 12 watts of power, at least 10, I'd say, through this charger at least. And this new power bank is receiving, it's receiving 25 watts, but it's only taking in 18 watts, you know? So theoretically, what I am understanding from this is, like, it can charge the other power bank with 12 watts, you know. It receives 30 watts, it takes in 18 watts, but it can also send out 18 watts. But because, like, if we want to charge it while, sorry, brain fog moment. So if you want to charge it while sending out power to the other power bank to charge it, we're going to receive, you're going to receive enough power for this to charge, and enough power for this to charge. Yeah, and that should work, to be fair. That should work just fine. I'm gonna leave them alone, you know, until they arrive. Yeah, just leave them as is. Let them lose a little bit of power until it arrives. Who cares? Because I want to make this as genuine as possible. To be fair, this one is already charged up mostly, because I was using it at the time. But this is brand new. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Why are you still here, man? That's my idea. Scram. That's the entire idea, man. It's done.